This is the carbon fiber extra long selfie stick, and it has a tripod universal mount threading on the bottom here. I think that way you can put it on a mini tripod, and I could see how that could be very useful because the length of this thing is so crazy. It goes all the way up to 3 meters, which is just like I personally can't imagine a scenario in which I need one that long. But it does seem like a lot of people are wanting them that long for a lot of, I just don't have a very good imagination, I guess. Um, but it's carbon fiber. It has a really nice wide, secure grip on it. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's just right. It has a wrist strap. So if you drop it out of your hand, hopefully that will help keep it on your wrist so you don't lose it if you're doing something, some kind of a sport. And then each of these sections here has two sections inside it, and they have threading that helps keep it secure and together. Now, I did accidentally over tighten each of these last night. I didn't even know I had done that. So they are very, very secure. And if you make them tight, if you tighten them, really tighten it down, like I did, apparently, it was really, really hard for me to get them back open. So I would caution against that if you have very weak girl hands, which is what I have. Otherwise, this thing is really long and really light, and it has that nice, you can feel that carbon fiber, like woven uh, type texture on it there. And it's it's just super long, guys. So I'm going to put my action camera on the end of it here, and we're going to see how long it really is and if it how secure it really is with this camera on the end. Um, and hopefully that will give you a good idea of what you're looking at here and whether or not it will stay open with your camera on it when it is fully extended. As far as the selfie sticks that are super long in this same range as this one, this is an excellent value. It has all of the fancy features that the name brands have, the carbon fiber, the secure threading, super long extension, um, but at a much better value deal. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so it's bending a little bit at the end there, which I think is a good thing because if it was too rigid, then it would be brittle and probably more likely to break with that weight on the end. So I am really like flinging this thing around. Let's see if you can see here. Okay, my ceiling in my room is probably about 10 feet. And there you go. My camera, very secure. If I stand it up straight, as long as I don't tap on it, um, well, that's exactly how tall my ceiling is. It's exactly as tall as this with my camera on it. If I were to, then the bottom part collapses if I'm like kind of banging it, tapping it on the ground. But as long as it's if as long as I'm just setting it there and if I had it on a little tripod, whoa, it just feels like I would need to really make sure that I extend the sections out, like really pull them out all the way, and then they feel pretty secure. But when it's fully extended, if you're tapping it on anything on the base or on the top, then I think you're going to risk it collapsing in on itself. So I think it would work for fully extension if you're just sending it on a tripod and trying to take pictures. And if you're holding it in your hand and going like this, then I think that's fine. But as soon as it gets bumped, um, those middle sections there where there's no threading, those are probably very likely to collapse after a few taps. And you're going to want to keep your finger out of the way because if you're collapsing in on itself, these right here, these little sections can pinch your finger pretty fast if it's in the way. So you want to have your hands not near these little seams when you're putting it back together, which see, since I pulled it out and made it really secure this time, now it's not easily going back together, which is what you want. That is how you're going to make sure that it is super secure. So you see this, the sections there, the threading kind of threaded itself together a bit as soon as it collapsed. So hopefully that helps you make a decision. You're looking for something like this. This one has a good amount of give that it's not going to break into a bunch of pieces. The carbon fiber is doing what it's supposed to do to bear that load so you can get that nice extended shot. I think it's supposed to be one of those invisible sticks. So if I were to put this into my Insta360 software with my camera there, then it shouldn't show up. I haven't tested that out yet, but I definitely will in my next video. And yeah, this is a really nice, lightweight, compact, super long stick to keep on you. I'm going to go to the beach and try it out.